Howdy partners, this is Ice. Remember outside or I'll hate you for it, bringing you another 1 versus 1 Dawn of War 2 Retribution commentary. I am still a little sick, but we're going to be playing my best race right here, the Blood Angels. Haha, I'm kidding, Space Marines with the Blood Angel skin. So hopefully we'll be doing a lot better than I did in those last 2 games. I still haven't quite uploaded them. I'm uploading them as we speak right now, so if you see some lag in this video, that's why. Also getting my new external hard drive tomorrow, which I'm real excited about, because that way I can record a lot more videos and upload a lot more than I usually do. So I'm really excited about that. Getting into this game, starting right now. It's going to be a Space Marine versus Space Marine, and if you've watched any of my other videos, you can just see how much I'm cringing. Of course, you can't see me, and so going for our standard tactical opener. It works a lot better on this map, I feel like, because of how generally narrow this map is. There's not a whole lot of width to it, so those scouts that he may or may not be going for won't be able to just kind of just run around me all day like on a different map that's a lot wider. So yeah, jumping right into this game. Got 3 new subscribers last night, and I gotta say I'm really excited. Welcome to those of you who just subscribed, and I really appreciate you subscribing, and I hope you enjoy the videos. I'd also like to ask you guys, and I'd like to take, a general vote. What race would you like to see me playing a little more? I can tell you right away that I'm not going to do I'm not going to do Eldar, and I'm not going to do Chaos. I mean, if you've watched my videos, you know how I feel about Eldar, and if you've watched, well, I don't think this really has anything in my videos. I personally do not care for Chaos. It's not that I dislike them, it's just I don't really care for them all that much. I mean, if that makes any sense to you, I guess. Hope. So, getting into this battle, and uh-oh, lost our scouts right off the bat, which is not good. And we're going to attack all of these guys, just lay into them real hard. And see, this is why I wanted to get the tactical Marines out. And I mean, you can see right here just how much better of a choice they were to go right off the bat. Also, if you've noticed that I focused down his tactical Marines right off the bat, tying them up in melee, didn't want those to deal the damage that they really should have, and that really gave me the distinct advantage, because scouts, while not really bad at dealing damage, especially when you get those shotguns for them, they're squishy, and they really don't do as much damage as they should. So something to keep in mind when you're doing Space Marine versus Space Marine. And he got the scout grenades, so we're going to have to be very careful and micro to the best of our abilities to make sure that we do not fall prey to those grenades. Getting the assault Marines going and forcing back his scouts a little. And we we might end up having to retreat. Really open out. So we're going to target his tacticals with the Force Commander. Probably not going to do a whole lot of damage, but we're going to be able to get out of here with our tacticals without taking any model losses whatsoever. And I know that sounds kind of strange right now because I did lose my initial scout squad, and that's really going to shape how I play later on in the game. But, you know, I'm feeling, you know, those scouts may not have been really as useful to me because I may have chosen to go a different tech path anyway. But you can see right here he's going for my generators, which is a very smart move on his part, and I'm going to engage him. Once my assault marines get over here, I might lose a single generator, and to that end, you know, hey, not much I really could have done. And we're sending Diomedes out here to go capture. And got to be very careful with those grenades that he's going to be tossing at us, which is why I'm going to be focusing him down with our tacticals as well. So, and he uses his explosive shotgun blast, and hopefully he does not toss the grenade at me. So, good job on our part, really deterring this harassment. Diomedes almost finished capturing that point up there, and we are getting ready to go into Tier 2. So, gonna put that generator back down on there. And unfortunately for him, the Tech Marine is not really a suitable combatant for assault marines. Like, if he had the Force Commander, he definitely would have been a lot better off, but unfortunately for him, he did not get that Force Commander to start off with. So, gonna start pushing him back as far as we can over here, and while we're doing that, we're going to start capturing the points. I don't doubt that, especially with him playing as the Tech Marine, that he is going to attempt to get more generators than he usually would, because he wants to get that Venerable Dreadnought. And that Venerable Dreadnought is just oh so powerful at fighting with the Space Marines. So as you can see, he jumps in here, and unfortunately for him, his units jump straight on my Force Commander, and so not really able to do the damage that he probably would have liked to have done. We're going to go ahead and scoot right on out of there. So, but he could have done a lot more damage than he had done. And you can see that he's really going for a big infantry play, and I'm hoping to punish him with the Librarian that I'm going to be getting. I am going to be getting the Power Fist. If I had to say anything in Space Marine versus Space Marine, getting that Power Fist is just more crucial than anything, to be honest. So, I mean, it does excellent amounts of damage. It targets that on a single unit basis, and it also gives you that crucial anti-armor that you really want. So, and as you can see, he went ahead and backed up his assault marines like he should have, because he was afraid I was going to go ahead and jump on him, and actually wasn't going to do that at all. I was going to go ahead and focus on his tacticals. The assault marines, you know, much better suited, I feel like, you know, if you tell them to target something that really can't fight back to them. So, and as you can see, we're just putting the hurt into him, and Diomedes is going to have to get right on out of there. Ooh, losing him, unfortunately. But the Librarian, no slouch, and is easily going to pick up the slack where the rest of my army kind of flopped. So I'm going to start being very harass heavy, because right now where he's got the superior unit count, I have the superior unit choice, and my power was frozen at 69, and I giggled because that was funny. And I come over here to find that he actually didn't go for that extra gen farm, so I know he's nowhere near as far ahead as I thought he was initially. And I'm really going to be able to use that to my advantage. So, going to go ahead and purchase the Tome of Time, so we can go ahead and get the Veil of Time. Just excellent, excellent thing to use. Generally, I would say that it would probably be a better idea if you got these and used them in conjunction with some Devastators, but you can use it real well with other types of units as well. And as you can see, I got to do a really good engagement right there, and you can see he's probably going to try and toss some grenades on me. No? Why? So he chose not to toss some grenades on top of me, and that's really unfortunate for him. And we are engaging this Tech Marine and his Assault Marines at the same time. Get some good damage in. Got a bad smite off, so that could have been a bit better on spot. And using this Power Fist to do some good damage to these generators, and he tosses a grenade, and he gets a good grenade off on me, like he should have been doing for a while there. I'm not gonna give him too much heck about it, because he did do it right there, and he did a very good job of tossing that grenade on position. So usually, if you see some scouts with the grenades and the sergeant and whatnot equipped onto them and everything, assume they're going to toss a grenade at you, because once they've tossed that grenade, it can be very difficult to dodge as a Space Marine. Nay, impossible almost, if you catch my drift. So, but we're going to get forced back here, which is okay because we've captured a lot forward, and as a Space Marine, that's kind of how you want to tango with other Space Marines. Run forward, take their stuff, do some harassment, deal the damage, and if you can, go ahead and retreat, heal up, try and take as little losses as you can, because Space Marines are not cheap in any way possible. So, something you might want to keep in mind, and we're going to go ahead and retreat, popping Veil of Time on ourselves. And if you're wondering why I did that, it gives him additional movement speed even while he's retreating, so definitely an advantage to getting back into the fight as quickly as possible. Just another little fun tip and trick you can use, and by the time he gets back out into the fight, he'll hopefully have it off cooldown again, and we can just pop it anytime we want. So, he's got Plasma Gun, and Plasma Gun is godly for the Tech Marine. If you haven't tried it before, if you play as the Tech Marine and everything, use it. You will not be disappointed in any way possible. And it hurts so bad, especially when he goes ahead and uses that overcharge. It just really, really ruins my day. So, but getting our plasma guns here and jumping in on him with our own Assault Marines, and as you can see, our Assault Marines are doing a lot better than his. And we're going to smite doing a lot of good damage. So, and taking no model losses too. And if you're wondering what I'm saving up for, I am saving up for a Dreadnought. And the reason behind that is because I realize that he's got that Razorback, and I need some pushing power. You know, all the more damage that I can do to knock him back and start taking everything again would just be so crucial. And as you can see, he is gen bashing me and doing a very good job of it as well. And I'm just getting some long range smites off. And he's going a very heavy infantry army. And I mean, you can tell. You can, and I don't know how this is going to work out for him, because as far as I've seen before, that Librarian just really shuts down any kind of real infantry play. I mean, I'm not saying that, like, you know, he can't do damage back to me. He very well can, but really not going to be a cost-effective battle for him. And as you can see, whoops, he's got, you know, he had to force back his Marines because his Marines were taking too much damage, and they just weren't recovering fast enough for his comfort, and he really felt like he was going to go ahead and lose that, which, you know, smart move on his part, good, you know, good idea. And we're gonna bash his generators because he's bashing ours, and I'm like, well, hey, if you're gonna do that to me, then I'm gonna do it back to you. And that is how you play as Space Marines. So our Librarian getting healed all the way back up, and you can see he really closed that gap with the points and everything that I had initially had over him. And our Force Commander might bite the dust here, especially if he goes ahead and uses that overcharge ability. Doesn't look like that's the case. And make sure that your Dreadnought does not go that far outside of your group. When we're going to go ahead and push forward to the victory point and stop his roll that he's on right now. And we're gonna put that back together. Now, I'm hesitant to get the Sergeant upgrade for my unit, but I know that I probably should get it. So, and getting a good smite off. Yes! Oh, that was delicious. And our Librarian taking a lot of damage. And as you can see, so that felt good. I like that. I like that feel a lot. So, and he's brought out his own Dreadnought, which is bad for us. Real bad. And we're going to try and give as much support as we can, but our Assault Marines really crawling slowly over to help. No! Go back home! Go home! And using our Assault Marines, hopefully we can get a kill off on his. No, probably not. And getting that merciless strike off, running back home, because trust me, I don't want to lose any squads right now. And our Dreadnought coming home, so we can get some repairs off, getting the Artificer armor going. And right now, he's got the superior force right now, you know, really got good support for his units, and got painful smite out on him. And as you can tell, I'm in a little bit of trouble. Gonna try and contest him. in a little. But not really able to do so with the units that we have right now. We got to get our Force Commander up here, pair him up with our Dreadnought, do as much damage as we can. We're going to do a smite, some good damage. We're going to have to run away. Run away! No, don't get punched! Ow! That hurt. And now we're going to engage and destroy as much stuff as we possibly can. Force them into melee with us so he can't do that damage that he really wants to do. And for some reason, my Force Commander not being very cooperative. And we did very good on that front. So, and took out his Tech Marine, and we're going to try and save our Dreadnought here. And wow, gets away with 1 HP remaining. So, and now that we've got our scouts repairing him, we're going to try and come forward, punch him. But of course the scouts not letting my units get out. Unfortunate, but not an end to my not an end. So yeah. And getting a good smite off on him, he's gonna be forced to retreat out of there. And probably should go for the teleporter pack on the Force Commander, but I'm going to abstain from that because I feel like that additional HP that I can get from the Iron Halo. That's what it's called. We know what we're talking about. It's just, you know, all too useful. So, and right now we're in a pretty nasty spot, being, you know, got really far behind with the as far as the points go. But getting that second Dreadnought, we're going to go ahead and force our way into victory. And as you can see, he's trying to scoot and shoot, and I don't think that's going to work too well. It never really does. And our Force Commander with that Power Fist just doing so much damage. Look at that. But fortunately, we're going to be forced off. So. And we're going to back up a little. And we're going to attack these guys in melee. He's focusing down my scouts. Good idea. Especially, we're going to use the multi-melta. Ouch! Oh, the most painful grenade I think I've ever encountered. And he's got the melta gun. We're going to be like, yeah, I know, I see your melta gun, but guess what I've got? A fist! And, fists definitely much nicer, in my opinion, than, guns. I don't know. Perhaps I'm just being silly. Really would not be that surprising to me. And we're going to get our scouts back up here. I'm tempted to purchase the assault cannon for my Dreadnought, but I'm going to hold off on that for a little bit. And we're going to charge at him, use Veil of Time and the Quickening at the same time, because if you don't know, it does stack and it gives you additional moving speed, and the Quickening gives you damage resistance and as well movement speed and additional damage. So, whew, I love that. It just looks so cool. Oh boy, we did buy the assault cannon. On accident. Oh well, no big deal. Assault cannons are awesome. And as you can see, I mean, we're kind of dragging into this game. I mean, I don't really know where this is. I mean, if this is going real well for me, or if it's going really bad and I should be concerned. And you see he brings out another Dreadnought, so I know that he's not got tier 2 yet. I mean tier 3, of course he's got tier 2. Silly. So, did we engage on something? Not sure. So, our librarian is all nice and healed up. Not all the way, of course. But he is healed up nicely enough. And our tactical squad is being engaged, and we're going to run away because we don't want to die. Lose any models, really. And we're going to play a whittle down game, you know. Force him into a bad situation time and time again, and abuse the fact that we do have like superior unit choices, and I think right now kind of just like superior units, period. And as you can see, he doesn't want to fight my force commander because he knows how much damage that the force commander can really dish out. And we're going to get these guys back out here onto the field. And he GG's. Let's see. I feel like I really could have played better that game, but at the same time, I feel like I did everything that I was supposed to kind of just right. Maybe, you know, maybe a little bit better micro, watch my units a little bit better than I did, you know, because I did get grenaded like twice, and he leaves. Okay, that's no problem, you know. But you know, as far as that whole game goes, it was just, you know, it was going to turn into a grinding match of you know, me just whittling him down 1 point at a time, and then eventually hopefully getting into tier 3, which was what I was saving up for. Didn't get the chance to use that. But yeah, definitely staying on a lot of stuff that I messed up on. Like my positioning could have been a lot better. You saw that he went very heavily into tier 1, and while he did punish me a bit for my greediness in the early game, he really didn't do as much damage as he should have. And I really, after that, I got out the 2 Dreadnoughts and saved the first one, no less, which was incredible. I was actually pretty damn surprised that I did that. 1 HP, it's not every day you get to say that I saved a 1 HP Dreadnought. Yeah, but then after that, getting out the 2nd Dreadnought, getting the multi-melta and the assault cannon, everything, so his Tech Marine couldn't get up in my face and either drag me out or do any real damage to me, and then the multi-melta being able to really punch into anything. It's a real big surprise because not very many people put the multi-melta on their Dreadnought. But if you actually try it and use it, the multi-melta is amazing. It doesn't fire nearly as fast as the assault cannon does, and like the assault cannon, it does reduce your Dreadnought's melee effectiveness, and it takes away his awesome Fist of the Emperor ability, but that shot does so much damage if it hits the target, and it will hit any target as far as I've seen. Like, I think it has, like, a certain accuracy rate, but it's pretty decent, and I definitely would recommend it, especially if they go for like razorbacks and whatnot. That additional range that it affords you and the damage that it does to vehicles and armor, absolutely crucial. But I would suggest not to leave it without like a committed melee front or like another dreadnought, because the very second that they actually engage that in melee with anything else that, stands up to par with it, it's not going to be shooting its multi-melta, and it's going to have reduced damage for the melee. So keep that in mind. And I really enjoyed this game, and I was actually really surprised at how little lag I actually got this game. And that's pretty much all I got. This is Ice and Sea. Remember how it said, or I'll hate you for it. I'll catch you pardon us later.